When you think about packaging, probably the first thing that comes to your mind are products. Let's find out how the packaging influences the user experience and why digital solutions also have a packaging. I'm your host Chris, and this is the UX Global's podcast. In a previous episode about pictures, I have already said that you should place images on the packaging that make the users hungry for your product, as it can be the first contact they will have with your solution. But it is not only about the images, it is about much more. Let me tell you a story I have experienced myself like 4 years ago. My mom bought herself a new smartphone and I should set it up for her. Like always, I unpacked everything, plugged everything in so it charges, and I wanted to wait till it has enough juice so I can set it up. For like half an hour I did something else, and when I returned, it still had 0% electricity. Now I have to mention that my mom and I were both amazed at how light this phone was. But sadly, it must have been broken as it did not charge. That moment I started searching through the packaging and realized that the battery was below all the operating instructions in the box. So we already had a bad user experience only because the company decided to place the battery at the very bottom where no one could see it. Furthermore, there was no clear sign on the phone that you need to plug in the battery yourself. All those elements need to be presented to the user when he or she unpacks the newly purchased product. A well-known company producing phones, tablets and computers has an excellent packaging design. They show you each flap you need to pull to open the packaging. Then you will always be presented with the main product, for example your new phone, which is in a plastic foil but also has one flap you need to pull to get to the device. Usually the next layer in the package is some paper to separate all the other components like the charging cable and adapters. And that is an excellent user experience when your packaging welcomes you to your new product and is not only there to keep it safe. But what is the packaging for digital solutions? Let's talk about that after today's music break. Did you already come up with a solution during the break? What is the packaging for digital solutions? Let's take an app for example. The primary packaging is the app icon. The term to open an application already says that. You click the icon and you enter everything inside the package. But it would be too easy to only tell the app icon is the entire packaging, because it is even more. Before you install any application, you will go into the App Store or Play Store or whatever it is called on your operating system. Every application has its presence in the store. This presence is the moment your potential users will get into contact with your digital solution in the store the first time. Therefore, it is another part of your app's packaging. But still, there is more. If you have a website, this is also part of the packaging for your digital solution, as it shows what your software can provide, but users are often not yet able to use it. A significant advantage of this kind of packaging is that a website can not only promote digital solutions, but also products based on hardware. And this is the reason why every company needs, with no excuses, a website, because it is even a packaging for services. You can show the workflow of how your agency, for example, works. Your potential customers can see what you are doing without contacting you, and therefore can decide while being on your website how you can support them and if you can provide the services they need. If you do not, they notice it directly on your web page. It saves both of you valuable time. So in the end, I would like to say that every business of every entrepreneur needs to have a web page, as it is some packaging for your product, service or software. And with that, I would like to end today's episode. And please remember to always keep pushing. Have a good one.